Well, everyone, Brett Cooper has gone and done it. She's become known as the White Candy Owens. Believe it or not, it seems like Brett Cooper is going down a very, very dark trajectory. And what I've started to notice is something very, very intriguing. Common sense is making its way out of the public sphere. And I don't know where it's gone. I really don't know where it's gone because all of these commentators that used to be part of, Fox News, or even the Daily Wire, for example. And even still, people in the Daily Wire, for example, Matt Walsh, she's getting attacked over trying to unite with the alt-right, and rightfully so. And we'll get to that in another video. But you have Brett Cooper, for example, that is coming out in defense of Nick Fuentes, the racist, Nazi, anti-Semite that hates women. Did you ever see that on your bingo card? And she goes after Ted Cruz and calls out supposed hypocrisy over the term Nazi, even though Nick Fuentes calls himself one. He's a bona fide Hitler lover, Hitler apologist, and a Nazi. So, Brett, I know you're young. I know you just had a kid. But really? What the hell is wrong with you? This is like the worst take I have seen Brett Cooper do in a very, very long time. And it's got nothing to do with Israel either. It's got everything to do with what Nick Fuentes has said and hasn't said, right? If you are looking at this from a common sense perspective, if a person actually defines himself as a Nazi and he loves Hitler, don't you think calling him a Nazi is actually warranted? I don't know, but have a watch of this.
You're so blinded by your ridiculous, insane hatred of Tucker Carlson that you cannot see how irresponsible and hypocritical you are being. I mean, these tweets from Ted Cruz, I'm going to read you next, are a great example of this. So just a month ago, he tweeted this. He said, "They don't kill you because you're a Nazi. They call you a Nazi so they can kill you. Political violence is a left-wing phenomenon. Enough is enough. We need to shut it down." And then in response to Fuentes and Tucker this week, he tweeted this. "Trump's bombing of the Ayatollah's nuclear facilities made the little Nazi mad. Good." So now you're turning around and you're calling somebody that you don't like a Nazi. You're doing this out of blind rage because you're so angry that the conservative base's attitudes are rapidly changing, that Nick Fuentes is getting national attention, and so you have turned around and in response, you are compromising your own values in anger, which is such a dangerous precedent to set. And unfortunately for you guys, yes, the attitudes are changing. So again, it makes sense why this group is incredibly frantic.
So Ted Cruz and all these other people that are criticizing Tucker Carlson for having on an actual Nazi, we're apparently blinded by our ridiculous and insane hatred, according to Brett Cooper. Guys, we are insane and we are blinded by sheer hatred, even though we have said a number of times it's probably not a good idea to have someone on unless you are going to push back with their ideas. Not go, "Oh, really? Stalin. Okay, Stalin's birthday. Oh, really? We'll come back to that," but not actually come back to it. There's no pushback whatsoever. And if you are supporting these people, supporting the white nationalistic framework that is coming out now, that is so anti-biblical, it's not even funny. It's actually quite worrisome. I am very, very concerned with the new, well, not even the new, but I'm just very concerned with the right at the moment. Like, what is happening? It's like the algorithm is being boosted for people that don't even have any shred of common sense. And it all comes down this one country. It all comes down to Israel. But everyone seems to think that, but they're not actually looking at all the things, all the other things that this disgusting human Nick Fuentes is actually saying. But then they'll go, "Oh, he's right, and America's waking up." So, Brett, what you said was wrong. It's like, I used to like this woman. I still, in some cases, do. But when you are coming out in defense of Nick Fuentes, of all people, and when Nick Fuentes shares you, here's what he said. Daily Wire alum Brett Cooper says Randy Fine should move to Israel because he cares more about Israel than free speech. We're never going back to the way things used to be. Enough is enough. America first. If Nick is excitedly retweeting you, it's time to take a long, hard look in the mirror. If Nick Fuentes is retweeting you, one has got to wonder why, right? Because he agrees with what you are saying. You are defending him. You are giving him credence. Why are people giving this 26-year-old Nazi Hitler lover, hater of women, a massive platform? Why are they giving him all this support? I'm like, wow. It's kind of like the scenes of Andrew Tate. I mean, Andrew Tate is relatively still big, but now Nick Fuentes is coming into the mix, and you don't have Charlie Kirk anymore to call anyone out or try and fix things. It's changing dramatically. And ever since Charlie died, now, ladies and gentlemen, you have dingbats like Nick Fuentes, and even the New York Times are taking glamour shots of a self-proclaimed admirer of Adolf Hitler, Nick Fuentes, as a possible successor to Charlie Kirk. So now the left are jumping on board with what the supposed new right, the alt-right, wants to become the new right, the new conservative movement. Now the left are jumping on board and saying, welcome to the new Charlie Kirk era, guys. This is the new Charlie Kirk. No, hell no. While they are religiously avoiding Charlie Kirk, or featuring Charlie Kirk during his life, is peak leftist propaganda. Adds insult to injury that Charlie intentionally shunned the Hitler admirer. Yes, Charlie said that he was vermin. He's scum. If you are supporting the Nazi Party, if you are supporting Hitler, we have a significant problem. If you are in defense of Hitler or the Nazi Party, we have a significant problem. What happened to never again is now. You know, if we don't learn from the past, we are doomed to repeat the same mistakes of the past. There is a reason why the Nazi Party fell. There's a reason why Hitler fell. There is a reason why the Allies won World War II. There is a reason why we went and fought, and countless men and women shed their blood and died. And now, all of a sudden, you have this dingbat, this little weasel, coming into the forefront and saying that he loves Hitler and he was right, and he also loves Stalin, and he's trying to change the landscape of conservatism, and he's also in favor of getting rid of the Jews. And yet you have all of these supposed conservative commentators that are coming out and supporting him, and Brett Cooper's one of them. Wake up, woman. It's not because we have this hatred and blind. No, you're the one that's blind. If you cannot see what he's actually saying, what is right before your very eyes, woman. Goodness me. That's the problem. I've been saying this for quite some time. You can throw something in someone's face and they still won't care. The truth can be right there. You can hear it. You can see it. It'll be touching you even. And still you'll be like, no. Can't possibly be it. And Van Speaks goes, in case Brett Cooper doesn't think she messed up with her take, here's the self-proclaimed Nazi, Nick Fuentes, applauding her himself. Certain figures on the right really need to learn fast of the blind support for the likes of Candace and Tucker simply because they desperately want to protect their friends is going to keep legitimizing extremists and truly divide the right. See, Ant has got common sense. Ant knows what's going on. So do I. And so do many of you that watch this show. And I'm grateful for each and every one of you that actually have common sense and brains. But there's so many people, so many, that don't. And Brett Cooper has a massive audience. So it can't possibly be this, all of a sudden, I've seen the light and the Jews are horrible. No, it seems to be like this gradual shift, doesn't it? I don't know if you've noticed that. this gradual shift of these major podcasters all of a sudden going out on their own. And now they're just like, oh, the Jews, I'm going to support a Hitler apologist. I'm going to come in his defense because America first, guys. No, we should not be supporting a Nazi, a Hitler lover, a Stalin lover, someone that hates the Jews, someone that hates women. Seriously, what is going on? And you have people go, oh, we shouldn't be fighting in the right. No, they're wrong too. Our fight is with the left. No, our fight is with wrong ideas that do not match up with the word of God. That's what our fight is with. Our fight is with evil. And if someone is actually in support of evil, maybe they shouldn't be in our particular group. Maybe our values don't align. Have you ever thought about that, Brett? It's crazy. It's actually crazy and concerning. And I'm getting sick of it. And the horrible take of Brett Cooper, the hypocrisy. What hypocrisy? It's laid out right in front of you, woman. How could you miss it? How could you miss something that is so blatantly freaking obvious? Are you that stupid? Are you that stupid? You just lost all credibility. Well done. Congratulations. You're going to have to work hard to build it back up. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.